Good morning everyone. How doing, guys? How are you doing? I was just busy with building a new D&D character based on my ESO character, which is tricky because the problem is, while you're raging as a barbarian, you cannot cast your cantrips, which is a problem. Yeah. Anyways, well, I'll solve that problem later. Continue with some Starcom today. Yes, Starcom. More. The story gets better and better, man. I want to see what happens. So let's grab the music and say be gone. It's amazing, but be gone music for now. And we shall also get rid of... where are you? There you are. There we go. Let's continue. So yesterday we built a replica of the Destiny. That's a request from chat. I am thinking of making a ship type that I really enjoy. Fly around with the Destiny for a little bit. We actually made it the other way around first because I didn't know the ship itself because I haven't seen Stargate Universe or something like that. I don't know. I haven't seen it one. I've only seen Stargate SG-1 and SG-2 was okay, and Atlantis they lost me. So that's where I left off. So know a bit of Stargate, but not all of it. We got some guys over there. Hello, guys. And we should be close to leveling up, I believe. We have a lot of enemies over there, which I'd love to say hi to. Deploy the team. The impressive decay of the fallen Empire architecture never ceases to amaze. Although at this point it's becoming less and less illuminating. Vast, white, and almost devoid of distinguishing features, the team could spend decades exploring its catacombs. This example, at least, has recently been the site of some sort of organized encampment. A small cache of weapon systems suggests a possible temporary military staging area. Atrium and titanium, nice. I need some more atrium. There's two bases here, actually. Okay. We got raiders and we got more raiders. Okay, cool. Puny ships are puny. Check. Going slow so I keep all the resources when they destroy. I will take... I'll take the resource before they despawn. If they haven't already. I'm not sure they actually stay... They do stay around. Nice. No reason not to grab them. Now we know there's one or 300 meters or 300 AU above us. But it's just one little ship. It's probably not going to be a big problem. Right? Right. Don't have missiles apparently. Thought I had them. I did not. I think I have lasers. Never mind, I have no lasers. I had to rebuild this ship a few times, so yeah. I didn't install everything else. He's coming back. Scouts. Still got the star to check. Oh, there you are. Give me your bets. Thank you. Star seems not special. So how far away are we from... Oh, we got cargo, we got something. A sphere in jade cradle. Spear with adamantine inlay in a housing made from jade-like material. Adamantine inlay? The sphere has a large network of connectors at the 50 picometer scale. Probably some kind of computer. I've seen an image of this item somewhere. I think the records the Alethea uncovered. Captain Dawson might recognize it. Okay, we have to go to the Alethea then, it seems. Also, I was hoping to look for my crew here. 7 more planets and then we get level up. And we're gonna make a super soldier, I think. Just someone who's just very good at most things, or many things. Because I think we mostly got everything that we want. Focused. Another iridium magma displacement. Iridium! Lieutenant Moleman, go! Activate the Mole Clause 03. Oh no. I mean, we still get it because we have a very high bonus, but 0-3, come on, man. Not the largest protrusion Moleman has ever seen, but not the smallest either. I mean, some iridium, I guess. That's a waste, man. Could have been so much better. Could have been so much better. Yeah, let's go there. I think it could have been double that. Or more. Luckily, Moleman is a very good guy. We have a lot of points into extra resources, so... Nimian Cruise. They are blue now, so they actually see us as allies now, it seems. That's good to know. The Nimians. Nothing. Do you have anything to sell to me, by the way, Nimian? Come here, you little ship. There you are. Now, the war has started. The Kurnian continues to press the borders, but the threat to the homeworld is diminished. Okay, they have no relics for me. They do wish to buy uranium, but I like to have uranium myself for my own rockets. Although we have 92 of it, which is a lot. We could get some gold for it. I think I will. I think I will sell some to get some gold. Let's go down to about 50. That should be fine. And we got 86 gold. Yeah, that's good. That is a good trade. Oh, they do have bigger ships now. I haven't seen those before. The trees act both as a data network and fabrication system. They are capable of growing not only food and medicine, but complex objects as well. The trees are manufacturers. This lush planet is home to several Kurnian colonies. The Kurnian appear to live in widely dispersed settlements. Their technology is heavily based on some very interesting bioengineered trees. Yeah, they are really weird trees. We did find a planet where some trees were displaced on, and where the roots were removed. I think it was research from the Devout to see how they could hamper the Kurnians. I think it was specifically for them. The team is unable to locate any Kurnian. Nearby settlements show signs of having been evacuated just prior to their arrival. Okay, so they fled, which makes sense. Yeah, I think we go around the system before we go towards the flinger. So let's not go lightweight anymore. Can avoid it. A little bump there. Sorry about that. A little bump. A small meteorite of which high concentrations of uranium rest on a sheet of slushy nitrogen. That doesn't work. It would sink in nitrogen. Uranium is heavier. Did we activate that portal? I don't think we did. We did. Activate. There we go. Next planet. We did check the star, didn't we? Not sure if we did, but we'll check it later then. Actually, we're here. And we got some Kurnians. Oh yeah. We need to take them out before the Nimians take all our loot. Although I don't think they do, actually. I think only Wiskamooks takes loot. I mean, the puny, but you know. Hey Jimmy, hello, how you doing? I'm doing good, man. Enjoying my Friday. Hope you are too. Hope you are too. Follow for follow you want. We can have a look at that. But I need to see what you make, what you do. So I need to do some research into that first before I do that. Anyway, how are you doing, mate? What do you like to play? So nothing on these two yet. We want to go to the next planet here. Ooh, I love the designs of all the planets, man. There's some really cool looking ones. Let's see, nothing there. So did we find a new star? We did not. Only a jumping point. What is this here? What is my message? The starting point for 68 transponder. True. True. We found a transponder from the CXTA. And we thought this might be the starting point for that. Let's see. About that transponder in the mission log. Starlands. Actually, the item we just found apparently has something to do with the Starlands. Cool. We've recovered the Scepter, Imperial Flora, Endless Defense. It's in progress, but we have no other information yet. Oh, this automated station. Yeah, we still need to push the station away. That still needs to happen. Captain Dawson, the device behavior yields strategic advantages. I'd love to know more about that, but we have no clues yet. There. The transponder log has a reference to a half chariot. Yes. There's a damage transponder from the CXTA. There may be some telemetry data on it. Reference on a half chariot. Do we have a map marker for that? This is where we found the planet where we have to push away the defensive station. We explored all this and there was nothing in all this. We took a great part of my stream yesterday. So, can I reread? If I still have it. Components, defaults. Wait, Wiscon's fragment, yes, the one we stole from his own fortress. Which he doesn't know, of course. Flora Blight. Oh, it doesn't... Oh. Seems like we do not have or cannot look back into the telemetry data from that ship. That way I can't make much of it, so unfortunately we're going through the gate here. Who are you? Carriers? Oh yeah, but we need to get quickly to them before they get joined by the rest. There's a lot of them here. Delete him. I wish I had my lasers. It would be nice if we would kill this guy, because then we can take his loot as well. You know what? Let him fight it out. I mean, he will die anyway. Won't matter. I know they're technically my allies, but I mean, I like to have their ship bar as well, because they have good rockets. Well, as you can see, those rockets over there. Let's see, yttrium, gold, copper, aluminum, titanium, good stuff. We want all of this. All of these. And then there's more over there. It doesn't say what this is unless I... Oh, hello there. Well, hello, sir. It looks really cool. I love the shape on the ship. Sometimes I wish that my ship was made of bigger blocks so I can actually make it look as cool as those are. On the Kurdian forest world, the colony the team lands near is completely evacuated. Okay, so it's empty. So they left. It might have been... if we weren't at war with them, they might have actually left it open. So we might find a lot more Nimian worlds where normally the Kurdians would be. That's what I assume. I love that your choice actually have a consequence. This planet has experienced an environmental catastrophe based on dendrochronology. The tree network that was the foundation of the ecosystem died very recently, certainly within the last year. Most other plants and animals soon followed. Okay, the tree network is apparently the basis of their ecology. There are too many variables here to determine a root cause. No pun intended. Yeah, of course. Root cause. God damn you. I got a jokes on board. Top ones. I believe we have 2 flingers, right? This one, and I think we have one upstairs still. Oh, but too many ships. The pilot doesn't like it when there's too many ships around. Nothing. And then this should be the last one. Let's have a look. Skimming a few hundred kilometers below the upper cloud, layers sensor detect the source of the anomaly reading. A pocket of rare ethylene gas. I'll take that. I don't really know if there's any new use for ethylene gas. We got some new stars over there. I'm going through the flinger. We'll find those stars later again. It will be fine. An interesting star, check. Rocky planet, what are you? Let's go. I think it should be only 2 or 3 more excursions. This planet which still has a warm core, leading to occasional volcanic eruptions. This lava field may have some heavier elements as a result. Ooh, Morman, activate. 28. It's still not great. We have plus 50, but still, it's not great. Jackpot, some beryllium crystals are trapped in several of the veins. I'll take it. That planet's actually... There's 2 flingers here. One we used a second ago. Well, hallelujah planet. Wow, okay. This is a big one. Big boy. Yep, nothing in it. The flinger is over here, which is kind of weird. The flinger in the middle of the system is weird. I assume these are turnable then? Because usually on the outside of the system, never on the inside. A shallow circular depression marks an eroded impact crater. The land's penetrating radar confirms a buried dense meteorites. Excavate the crater. After several hours alternating between the land's mining laser and using the stabilizer jets to clear the debris, the team finally uncovers several iridium-rich fragments. Iridium is good. Significant to chime in with xenoculture trivia on these surveys. True. I'm going to say that an archaic term for impact crater is astrobleem, literally starwood. An astrobleem. We've learned something. A star wound, yes. But he's right, he never gets to say any trivia when there's any kind of alien creatures, because you usually listen to the creatures. Another series of dry canyons. Oh, Lieutenant Moleman's gonna have a fun time here. Lieutenant Moleman thinks there may be some mineral deposits here as well, but the anomaly reading was weaker. Direct the team's resources. Kepler's modifiers. Observation 25%. Ooh, we keep rolling low. It's still a good amount of copper, but still, that's a low roll, man. Greenish streaks in one of the lower channels reveal several productive veins of copper ore. I think we could have used the copper. Don't think we have too much of it. Yeah, we didn't have too much copper. Also, the crew is level up. Let's go. Now, what I want... At the moment, Moleman is being kind of amazing. But I think I want my tactician... Actually, he's already one on everything. We have 6 points, though. What would be the best for us? We already got Astroscience, all the 2s we got here. So that's already done. Biomed. Increases battle station recovery speed, so our heal gets back up fast 10% for everyone with Biomed. Every crew member at least 1 Biomed, 10% chance to preventing support crew from being critically injured. Actually, that's a lot of survivability. Let's do it. Everyone gets 1 Biomed, so that will be 3 points. Okay. So you get 1 Biomed. Confirm. You get 1 Biomed. Confirm. And you get 1 as well. Okay. So now, at this point, we at least have the highest chance of... the highest cooldown reduction on our heal. And we limit the amount of people that will get critically injured, so or regeneration based upon our crew amount will stay up for longer. That's good. For engineering, repair rate up by 10% is pretty good on engineering, and we have only 2 who don't have engineering yet, and we have 3 points. Still, it's pretty good. Observation, detection range of 5%. That's kind of cool for observation. You know what? Let's go observation. Let's get detection range up so we can see more things from further away. Yeah, so that means you get detection, observation there. Confirm. Unit 1, confirm, and unit 1. Observation, yes, confirm. Good. Max level reach, there we are. So this is our finalized crew. But as many passives as we can put into them. So that's pretty awesome. I'll take it. We don't have much xenium though. So one thing we have a low amount of. Now, we still have a flinger, which is a bit of a weird flinger, I feel. So where do you bring us, flinger? Near some Kurnians. I don't see any allies here. That's fine. So we can take our time. Another Kurnian forest world. The colony the team lands near is completely evacuated. They keep running from us. I'm not sure I change if we forgive them. Let's just say, because I think we should be able to ask if we want to have a war with them at all times or not. Oh, hello. Kurnian carrier. I thought they were mostly laser guys, not really carrier guys, but he apparently is. Normally these lasers are devastating. I don't need to have my shield up and we just keep regenerating through this. So our regeneration is kind of awesome. Also, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. He's dead. Initial sensor readings pointed to an abnormal resource concentration for this dry canyon world. With a close inspection, the readings clarified no natural resources. Nothing. Instead, the team finds an old small vessel, its literal skeleton crew still at stations. The ship's databanks are all completely blank. Even the automated systems' executive functions have been erased. That's odd. That is odd. By the captain's station is a makeshift log written on a kind of vellum. It's quite faded, but Lieutenant Gerrit does her best. After jump from, analysis of the ice quantum, lost life support navigation, dead reckoned warp from an vector. I think I know what happened here. One sec. Remember the ice artifact we got earlier? A while back, actually. Where there was information on that actually ruined our systems. The information itself was dangerous. I think they had the same thing. They jumped to an ice quantum whatever thing, and then everything started breaking down. That's what happened to our ship as well. Assuming this log was made here, I've extrapolated the location of the last warp and added it to the nav map. Nice. More info. And frozen algorithm, yep, there it is. Which is pretty freaking far away, to be fair. I was slightly on fire, just slightly on fire. So that's done. I think I opened the portal. I'm pretty sure I did, but let's check it. Yes, we did. Nice. So we got some stars around here we haven't checked yet, which I'd love to check. I know I can instantly go to that point, by the way. But first, the surrounding area. I have to make a new ship design because I just want to make a new ship design, and we do have a good amount of materials on board. Titanium, aluminum should not be a problem. We now have a lot of atrium, so weapons should also not be a problem. I do want to get some more Keralites, just in case we want to get some more power on board, but that would basically be it. Star seems to have nothing on it. Lieutenant Wiskamuk's biggest fan explains that this large structure is a mining impeller, launched across a great distance. It would drive itself deep into the planetoid surface towards a known mineral deposit. Once it finished extraction, it would launch the resource into high orbit, where a drone harvester could eventually collect it. This method of extraction had a number of advantages, particularly the small amount of sentient labor required. But it left behind the impeller head, which necessarily had to be made of strong, lightweight material. Titanium in this case. Nice. Okay. And we got some guys. It's probably the pirates again. The anomaly reading is centered in the control tower of a small spaceport that has seen better days. It looks like the inhabitants have mostly abandoned space commerce and rely on old-fashioned agriculture. After the team makes contact, Lieutenant Gerrit inquires about the tower. A local magistrate explains that it's the finishing point for a challenge that members of the governing council must compete in to prove their dedication. After some back and forth, the magistrate promises that if any member of the survey team can complete the ordeal, they will be allowed to examine the tower's contents. The magistrate seems entertained by the idea of the team trying, and if serious, they can present themselves to the current council at sundown. Okay. That's interesting. I promise I can't see the skills of my crew. So I don't know which one are the good ones. In the council chamber, Lieutenant Ray observes that the members have a distinctly different phenotype from most other inhabitants. They're all at least 3 meters tall, approximately 250 kilos, covered in natural armor and eyes all around their head. It's definitely a very safe thing to do this. The council agrees that the team member legally may try to complete the ordeal, but it would certainly be a futile attempt. The trial requires navigation, the nearby forest, which is infested with dangerous flora and fauna. It demands martial prowess, keen observation, and expert knowledge of life-saving skills. Furthermore, it must be done naked and without any assistant. Oh great. The council is willing to relax the last provision to allow a life monitor to permit evacuation. I think the Devout Cultist is my military guy, right? Pretty sure he is. So let's send the cultist. Yes. Begin the ordeal. We have minus 30, holy hell. Difficulty 95, and we already have plus 65. Hallelujah, that's a challenge. Oh, but we roll amazingly. We are awesome. The team waits expectantly for the vital distress beacon. Lieutenant Molman sits at the landing control, ready to launch rescue. The signal never comes. At dawn, Lieutenant Devout Cultist sprints out of the trees, chased by angry balls of fur and teeth. Soon they are over the wall and making the victory sprint to the tower. The team cheers them on, while politely averting their gaze. Well, he's naked. There's some delay in Lieutenant Devout Cultist's return. Apparently the council did not actually have a contingency for this scenario. Eventually it's agreed, Lieutenant Devout Cultist will be allowed to examine the tower to the heart's content, and in lieu of console seat, a neutronium plaque. We'll take a neutronium, and... yes. Fortunately, Lieutenant Devout Cultist was allowed to redress and retrieve the effects before entering the tower, allowing them to make a detailed scans of the original source of the anomaly signal, a strange blue-gold object that radiates beautiful colored light. The colored light encodes a complex field equation that opens up a deeper understanding of the physics of the gateways. What it is doing in this backwater control tower is unknown. I think this tower was a lot more important in the past. Anyway, a lot of this research, I like it. And we survived. We scanned this one, so let's go down further. These are, yeah, the brigadiers, the pirates. Yar. I'm not sure I should have made them allies, because there's a lot of resource I'm just not picking up because I'm not slaying them. But you know what? We're here. Nothing there. And nothing there. Maybe we can sell some to them. I don't think they have good trades, but we can have a look. I mean, I already have the art thing and stuff, so... Starcom friends, eh? many brigadiers died for that. The sell... Oh, no. We don't want to buy it here. That's the buy price is really bad here. I was about to buy some... I was about to buy some more for my engines, but no. We can sell them, but I don't want to. So I'll keep as is. We're happy to put the protection misunderstanding behind us. Yeah, misunderstanding, eh? Sure. Very much. Sure. Anyway, nothing out here. So let's go to the next star. And I might go back to base and refurbish our ship to a different design, because I just think it's fun. Why are we... Oh, this is the star. It's like, why are we turning? But that's kind of obvious. And the ads are here. Cut the engines, the ads are here, we're gonna wait for the ads. I'll give you some music while we wait. But yeah, this morning I was trying to make a character for D&D from an old character I use. Well, an old character, a character I use in The Elder Scrolls Online, where I there we go, where I have a mage. He's a lightning mage. He teleports around, and he has a big two-handed sword. So he teleports past the target, and in the teleport in Elder Scrolls you can then stun the target and do damage to them. Then you jump back with a weapon attack with your greatsword and slash them all to bits, basically, before they can do much. And I just like that attack pattern. I was trying to do it in D&D. So I went for that. So I went for Barbarian, because then at least I don't die on the first engagement. And at the moment I was also doing Warlock, Pact of the Blade. Not sure if that's the best option, because you cannot cast spells while raging, which is when you are protected from all damage and nonsense. So I can't do my cantrips then. So I'm kind of like, is that worth it? I'm not sure. I might have to do it without raging. But that means there's no point in being a barbarian, right? So I'm kind of torn between, should I go barbarian at all? Maybe I should go fighter. I lose a lot if I go fighter, but something I got from barbarian was I got the rage, which gives me protections from most sources. And it would also give me the extra attack thing. That was good. And yeah, the unarmored defense is really good. So those are the three reasons why I got into Barbarian. But if Rage falls flat, which makes sense. I'm not sure if I can make anything work out of Fighter. I mean, I could also just buy armor, so the unarmored defense is just fitting for a mage, I think. But it is not necessary. The guild is here. Okay. Guild space. Anyways, I've got to take this thing away. Oops. Oh. Okay, interesting. They got some information for us, so let's have a look at that. Let's have a look. Greetings, Commander Asmo. As special guild envoy to Sefaria, I'm compelled to alert you that you are approaching Sefarial space. We heard about that. Who or what is the Sefarial? I'm not permitted to divulge information on that client, but I can reveal that while Pincushion has developed a formidable reputation, they are far more powerful than you or any other power we've seen. As they readily remind me, we are but insects in brightly colored hulls that they could smash at a whim. I would like to trade with him and then see if I can do this offer Iridium for some unofficial council. Let's see if we can trade a bit. A guild envoy. I have neither authority to conduct guild business nor items to exchange. Oh, okay. In that case, could we offer some iridium for some unofficial council? The guild prefers its members not to conduct any business unofficially. But, he said but, it's fine. But as I have been Severio envoy for 1,000 cycles without advancement, I could be persuaded to risk reprimand for a substantial consulting fee. I would only discuss guild-approved topics, of course. He's obviously making a very thinly veiled request for a bribe. Yeah, that was obvious indeed. We can negotiate bribes, though, because we have a good amount of Xeno culture skill. If you roll... Oh, look at that. Holy shit. I can see that you are a species of great discretion. 20 iridium is my lowest possible fee. It is definitely the lowest possible. I remember from my last playthrough, this is basically one of the last things I did. It cost me 100 iridium, so I'll take a 20. I've deactivated my ship's recorder for your privacy. Now regarding the Seferial, we know that they've existed since at least the early days of the Empire, if not much longer. Supposedly they were on a path of advancement that would lead them to rival the remnants. Okay. Instead they decided that they had reached their perfect state and chose to remain unchanged. But these are rumor and legend. The known facts are, I did not exaggerate their powers. We've seen them vaporize a fleet of enthusiastic devout missionaries in a moment. If you were hoping that I would reveal some weakness, they have none. They are uninterested in civilizations outside their tiny sphere, save for an occasional request for specific remnant artifacts. For this reason alone, they maintain contact with the guild. Even this curiosity is fleeting. I delivered a Talonian fragment to them and 100 cycles ago, and last I visited, they had yet to even open the container. In conclusion, do not waste your time here. You will either end up dead or disappointed. What is this about the Talonian fragments? The Talonians, I believe, are the guys that were piloting the chariots, the big spaceships that are wrecked all around from the very old civilization. They requested to see an example of one of these fragments. They paid in advance. When I delivered it, they seemed to have already lost interest. It's difficult to tell with them. I partly suspect they never wanted it at all. They simply find it amusing to wave their infinite wealth and power in front of me. So you could just go and take it? In theory, they take little notice of my visits unless they have some demand, which is quite rare. But such a theft would carry great risks. And who would I sell it to? I would need such a sum of iridium that I could retreat to its distant system and live like a guild master. It is such a fantasy that I have not even contemplated what amount I would ask. How about you contemplate that now? It's still 200 iridium. 200 iridium, non-negotiable, half up front. Again, let me remind you that the Severe will vaporize any ship that see but mine. Okay. Agree to pay 100 iridium now. 100 iridium on the delivery of the Talonian fragments. Shall we pay for this? I think we pay for this. We do. Yes. Very good. Depart this area and return in a while. Good. So the Severio are behind here somewhere. Cool. How much iridium do we have? Because that's a lot of iridium. We have plenty, it's fine. We can pay that, no problem. I assume we can go to that system as soon as we have some kind of specific artifact. At some point in the game it will say, hey, you have this thing, we want this. I think that's what will happen. Attention, you're approaching the domain of the Severio. We do not recognize your vessel. Entry is not permitted. Depart immediately or face immediate destruction. They may not be bluffing. Tactical sensors show off the charge energy potentials. I'm Commander Asmo of Starcom, Commander of Pincushion. We're on a peaceful mission of exploration. Who or what you are is of no concern. All the minor life forms are as one to us. We will not occupy our thoughts to learn your taxonomy. Only Severial and Trade Guild Envoy ships are permitted. You will not receive another warning if you linger. Okay. They really don't want us. Then we will not linger. For I assume, and that's just an assumption, that we can get there later. And that's probably what this flinger will bring us to. So let's not linger there. I want to go back. I also want to test these 2 stars here. We haven't seen those yet, so let's go there. I assume this is for later, or we get into trouble and get murdered. Which, although I'm curious, I think we can get there later. Patience. Patience is a virtue. It's sometimes difficult to make a character that is as you have it in a different game, because, well, the rules are different. So to make a dual-handed sorcerer that is mostly based on strength is kind of interesting. I think I want to go for mostly teleportation things, so see if I can get all kind of features that do not ask me to cast spells, but will still allow me to teleport to Misty Step. So I got, of course, a magic initiative, magic initiate to allow me to get. Actually, no, magic initiative doesn't do that because it's only level 1 spells, I believe, not level 2 spells, and I believe Misty Step is level 2 spell, so we can't do it initiates. Oh, we got more guys. Hello, guys. You're a declared enemy of the courier. We will not treat with you. Fine. We will just simply destroy you. And that's a lot of lasers. That's a lot of lasers. See what the lasers do? Yeah, that's a lot of lasers. You can take out this little one here. If I can. I cannot. There. Sensor back online. They actually got to our sensors, which has been a long time. I hope to find more laser parts. Although I think my laser kind of maxed out already, though. Another Itherine, nice. Oh, that they get in the way. You're in the way. First time in a while I have to use my heal again. But of course we're under attack by, what, 4, 5 ships? Nothing. This one's close by. Let's get dig on first. Then with the 500s, we have a double star system here. Found something. News. A uranium, I'll take it. We can use that. Quick look at this star here. And then we go to the second star. Nothing. Same thing here. Oh, we got some guys. Another arbor apocalypse. This one even more recent. There's signs the Kurnian population evacuated from the planet with only partial success, so some of them died. A prion infection has infected these trees, causing the botanical equivalent of neurodegeneration. Yeah, they use prions for this a lot, which are tiny virus parts. I talked about it last time. We got an elite destroyer and some others. So the Divines have tried to wipe out the Kurnians, and were, well, partially successful. Deleted. Nothing around here that we see. Okay, let's go back to home base. Adjust our ship, then find that frozen algorithm, and then just keep going. Smart detection. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. What is that thing there? Apparently nothing. Apparently nothing. But yeah, we need more weapon systems on this ship. The ship is, I mean, it has a lot of cannons, but that's what that's all it has. I'll have to have a bit more variety. And we do have some research, at least. It's not a lot, but we have some. System seems clear. So for some reason the Devout really want the Nimians and the Kurnians to be gone for the systems. Or to convert them, either one. Apparently it's hard to convert either of those species. Now we did need to speak to the Alethea, because we found a interesting little tidbit of information here. How goes, Commander Asmo? We're continuing to piece together a history of this space from archaeological findings and your recent discoveries. We found an item that my team thinks you might have some information on, or the Severo. Let's go Severo first. Not much. They were a powerful civilization as old as the Empire. Perhaps not as powerful, but also not dependent on remnant artifacts. A visually focused race. They apparently deemed themselves capable of judging the capabilities of another species just by glancing at their vessels. An old imperial proverb. 6 eyes is not enough to see through your own arrogance. Is probably a reference to them. So somehow we have to make sure we look a certain way and they will allow us to do things probably. You might want to mimic their colors maybe. We found an item that my team thinks you might have some information on. Do you recognize it? Yes, this makes sense. There's an illustration there's an illustration attributed to the Devout that looks like a star in a star lance, but I think it was actually this item. The cradle of which is made to look like the part of the lance that contains the star. The sphere contains a map, although possibly not literally. Early Empire texts are a bit allegorical. There were some equations associated with the illustration. We thought it might be more gateway coordinates, but Rama said no. The data is still in the lab's computer. Most of the analysis has already been done. With the speech you might be able to complete. Yes, complete data. Let's go. Complete data, and also we'll upgrade our ship to a different shape. I'm thinking Burrell or Bortesque. I'm thinking Burrell actually. Milton, you have things for us, thank you. That will be all. Research, we do have 330 points, oh that's good. We still don't have any engines, unfortunately. I wish I had that, but no engine 3 yet. No, none of these actually, completely. Our plasma cannons are still not having level 3. What's this? Observation, increase max viewport range. We do have now max viewport range. So we do now have them all with at least one observation skill. So it would work, but I don't really want to waste my points on that. I don't care about miracle work at the moment. It's probably one of the last things I ever research. Deep search not that important. We've got fixed guns. I think we go into missiles, right? Or lasers. We're already pretty far on lasers. I'd like to finish that up. And that would make acquisition speed and acquisition speed. Doesn't seem too important to me. Shields are important though. Let's go into missiles. Seems more interesting. So we got efficient missiles. We can make them turn rate. We can make them range. More damage. Let's go damage. Damage good. More damage. Now missiles are at least not laughable. And gimbal thrust for turn rate. Better targeting. That's good. That's just good. Okay. That's all we can do, I think. Shipyard. I think if we want to make a barrel, right? New ship. A barrel. Bird of prey. Usually has a little cockpit in front. We can't do it with this design. So let's go to the Dreadnought Bridge. Because it's the most space to work with. Also, it has still this old shape on it. It's kind of funny. So if we want to make a barrel, first let's get the utilities in. We want a scanner. We want a port. There's an exhaust port. No, we want the survey lander. That's what we want. Survey lander. And we want the shield. And the rest is up for crabs. I think we put in you up there. Get some crew quarters in. Just to keep us alive. Then, bulkheads. We do want to have a nose that extends in front of us. Just some bulkheads for now. Probably put some more weapons in. Then want a little head on it. Yeah. So... let's say... about there maybe. So let's go forward with it. Now triple's probably too long, but let's see. Want these to line up, but they don't. That's too big. That's way too big. Yeah. So I think we want to make this only one wide, and not so that long. Let's do double here. And we'll make this into some kind of head. This one actually is kind of fine. So maybe this one's a bit too long. Let's make this a double one then. Move you, get a double in there. They want here to be a big wing, of course, as the barrel have. Somewhere there, maybe that. Of course, they have the gun in front, so something like that would be the look of the guns. Of course, we'll put actual guns in there. That's the wing. The wing is triangle shaped, so the body gets thicker, of course. We can't put more in because we're out of petroleum. That's fine. So let's exchange some things for guns and things. So if I make this into torpedo base, I think, because torpedoes are mostly known to be in the front. So missile launchers, 1, 2, 3. And I can actually put some armor in front of it. Forward kinetic armor. But that is, let's see, that is deflects, reinforce, deflectors besides having relatively high health, and reduce damage from a particular direction, reduce damage taken for collisions. Okay, so this one, so it requires more iridium and more titanium, more HP, deflects more damage, and it also reduces damage for taking from collisions. That's fine. We'll take that one in front. That means we want to get some, I think we want just some guns in here. This is well known for having, the Klingons are well known for having cannons there, so let's put some cannons there. Same thing on this side. That's correct, yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'll use some bulkheads just for shape. That could be a wing. That's kind of okay for a wing. That's not too bad. We can do more. That's fine. So I can make it do a 2. This needs to be a 3, but this can be a 2. It can not be a 2, never mind. It's have to be there, right? Yeah. I have a little bit extending over here. I need to put in some power, of course, propulsion. So I think we only have we need to get all the wings in again, all these nonsense things. So let's get some wings in there and a wing in there, and which actually fits. It actually fits. Cool. Then a small wing. That needs to be turned around. There. And the stabilizers need to be in there somewhere. Let's get the stabilizers down here. Just so that they're in. Good. Actually, this kind of works. This kind of works. Let's copy that. Double from this point and a triple then. From that point, yes. Okay, that works. We need some propulsion, of course. So that will be engines MK2s. Means I can toss. No, I can't toss that one away because there's the whole stuff attached to. Can put you here and you here for a sec. Remove you. Get an engine in there. And get a. Why not a micro reactor there? We're gonna put more reactors in. But for now, put you there and you there. Do the same thing on the other side, so I'll take you and you. Microreactor, propulsion, A2, and this whole thing there. Good. Nothing great yet. This is the base design. I want to get energy. Which I can just fit in there, that's nice. That's actually kind of cool, it fits. So power-wise, we do have enough power to run all this, which is, to be fair, not a lot. I have 3 rockets in the front. I think I want to get one more turret in the front as well. I could exchange this one for a turret here, so let's do that. Let me, yeah, here we go. Want a turret. There. And then we put everything in front of it again. Good. This will probably overheat, very likely. I assume this one overheating, but it seems not. These ones overheating. We can work with that. That's workable. Yeah. Okay. So let's get some. No, not you. Utilities. Exhaust ports can be used. I think just normal exhaust vents will work here, actually. And let's put it in between. Same thing here. And yeah, I want those in between so they will benefit both cannons. Seems to work. I think it's a bit too small still. Because we have a lot more space. So I'd love to make it a little bit bigger. So if I extend the nose a bit, make this a little bit more chunky. Or do we? Or do we say it's fine like this? I could make his head bigger. We don't have infinite space though, which is my biggest problem. If I want to, I kind of want to make this this neck wider, But then it becomes 3 wide. Means this thing has to be 5 wide and we get pretty far in. So let's make this for funsies. 1 more missile there. Now it is wider. Then we put in... I want 1 cannon in front. Yeah, 1 front will be a cannon. Oh yeah, 1 front cannon. Then we can get a... I could do energy in. But also just simply put a lot of armor on. Double deflectors. Like that. That. For protection and reasons. Now they're overheating. I could extend this one further and put a vent in here. So I think we will. If I grab you, move you forward 1. That should cool him down. Can I grab you? Yes. Move you forward. And then I can... Oh, I can put a vent there. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Can do this here. That will cool him down. These forward. And do the same thing here. Also give a nice shape. I kind of need 1 there. So, will it work with an exhaust pole there? I don't know if it will. No, not really. It needs some place to actually, or to get rid of the heat. I could put it in another rocket and just call it just a rocket nose. You know what? Let's put a rocket in. It's fine. Because I think that will not overheat. And if it doesn't, we'll put another power in there. Oh, actually, we can put a turret in there. Because then it is attached to... Actually attached to both of these. And because we're attached to both of these, it's fine. So this needs to be a little bit thicker. A thickness. Which we can simply do by... Actually, why not armor? I never really use that too much. Can I make it angled? I can. Angled armor. A bit thicker. Now I could elongate these a little bit. So for example, if I take this one out, put that over there for now. There's the whole thing. So if I elongate this by, what shall we do? Bulkheads. I think 3 might be too much, but we'll see. That's too much. We need to get a double then. There. So it's more of an angled part. I'll take the whole thing there and you. Okay, let me give you. Dang it. Come here. Come here, you. Come here, you. There we go. That's too far forward. It should not be in front of it. Also too wide. Yeah, it needs to be further back. How about that? That's better. Not perfect, and I need to make this connect here. I might have want to elongate these two. So let's make this into a React MK2. Put that there, and then we make this into a triple. Still kind of works. Yeah, still kind of works. I want to fill it in with more important things. Maybe I'll make this all into armor. I might. I very well might. Let's put you there. And I'll take you and put you over there. So do the same thing here. So this will have to become a triple. And this will also be a triple. And then we put a power in there. That will be attached over there. And then we attach the whole thing back where it was. Nope. No, no. There, and you go there. Good. Which means I could do another cannon here and make it a little bit more... It wouldn't be a straight thing. I wanted to still have a little bit of a triangle feeling. I know it's not a perfect triangle, but it's still, yeah, you know. needs more of that. Let's get a micro-reactor in, and a MK2. Same thing here. That kind of works. Now this needs to be a little bit longer here. This needs a little bit more. So I think I do want to get at least more propulsion because we have just not enough. So we want something like that, but then a little bit more. And we need some cooling as well. Camploy! Hey Camploy, how you doing, mate? Happy weekend! Happy weekend, my bro. Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. I think I want to extend this to about here. So let's do that. Then we need to get a bulkhead or some kind of whatever thing there. Bulky head in there. Same thing here, bulky head. And I do need some cooling in. So if I put you there and you there, then I can put in some cooling that will cool down both these. Reinforced one, there and there. Now he's still overheating. What do we do against that's the question. I could move, we do have a middle here, which I could remove and put my sensor there. Okay. But this doesn't attach to that. It does attach. So, apparently it doesn't seem to attach, that's not good. Put you away for a sec. Let's get some temporary thing. Temporary... Just to attach it to something. Did lose my... things. There, that should attach him, so now we can move... We can't move you away. Oh, because this is attached also to that thing, that's a problem. I want to make this one disappear for 2 in it. What I think I could do if I do this here. Tampy. With no attachment whatsoever, I need to move you away. I just need to. So I can get that cannon like... No! Dang it. Control Z? Control Z. Good. Maybe if I put this whole thing over here. It needs to attach with some... actually, maybe the nose? The nose can. Yeah, that should attach. It does. There we go. Attachment. That means I can now move you. Don't know why my mouse is doing that. Hello? I want this. That's not a piece. No. Apparently we have to click next to it, which is annoying. If I take you away, this one here. Okay, we lose some power. That's fine. If we move you away, then we take the sensor out of there. Then we move the whole thing back again. If I can actually get that there. That may... Hello? Let me... It doesn't. Try again. Don't know why it's doing difficult, but it's doing difficult. There we go. That's him. Then this goes back. Yes. Armor. And there. Bit of a fandangling, but there it is. There it is. Next back again. So now I have this open space here. I could put this one. Yeah, I know. We take the reinforced vent, put it there so it can cool down. Then make this one stick out a bit. I think it sticks out too far. Let's not do that then. I think that's too far. We might want to put a normal. I don't think a normal exhaust pod will do anything here because it's directly attached to it. So I think it'll be orange again. I'm doing good. How about you? You ready for the weekend? I'm ready for the weekend, man. I've been trying to make a new character based upon one of my game characters, which is really fun. It is not really where it should be. It should be better, but it's getting there. But yeah, just fantasizing about how to make a character from a game into D&D, and it doesn't all fit. So I'm still trying to get that made properly, right? And of course also make my Burrell here. So yeah, things happening. I'm having a good time. Having a good time today. Maybe triple diffractors on the back. I mean, we don't need them, but I think the angle is pretty bad on them. Although I say that, but look at that. Look at that angle. It just makes it all fit and make it all more wingy. Yeah, more wingy. I like it. Now he's still orange, still yellow-orange, which is not great. But normally this would be... We're going pretty slow, though. This is a really slow ship right now. Oh, good Lord Asmo. I'm not addicted to Asmo. I can quit whenever I want. 95 stream streak. Dude, you are awesome, dude. Awesome. Well done, sir. Well done. I greatly appreciate your being here all the time, man. I could bring down these guns a bit. I have to move this one to the front, though. It might overheat. That's the one question. But if I move this one back a bit, then I can put some armor around this, for example. Maybe a font. Oh, wait. We're already at the... We have already reached the max size. Okay, we're already thick and big. Thick and big. Okay, we got all kind of problems here. I sense problems. We need to get... Yeah, power. Energy. We removed an energy thing there. I need to get the right thing. I hate that I have to click next to it now. The builder for this thing is not ready for all the customization I try to do. And it's like, it's freaking out a bit. That's not the one. I need this one. There we go. That's the same, right? Two. Yeah, it looks like the same. Why are you not overheating? Because I removed you. That's why. There we go. Yes. So now we have missiles here. Basically our torpedo launcher. We have an amount of plasma turrets there. We have way too much power. We have way too much power. I could put in more weapons instead of all this power, because there's a lot of power. Or actually, I could change this one up easily and get some more crew in so we can survive. Because we don't need this power. It's way too much. We're not using it. So, get some more crew in who can then fix our ship and keep us alive. Yes, I like that part. And then I think we're kind of, you know, it's a slow ship, unfortunately. But, I mean, I could make it faster, technically speaking. If I move this away and that away, this one forward. Yes, one forward. Yes. Then we say propulsion, engine 2, because they're still attached to this reinforced vent over there. That should give some speed, if I can. I want to put it this like blah, 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 blah. This one is the size of 2 hexes, and we have half a hex. If you know Dutch, hex means witch. Yes, we have half a witch. I could remove these, but I kind of like them. They look really good. Most of the things look good here. I could get rid of this here. Apparently no, we can't. Never mind. Yeah. And this one is... I need to keep these. These need to be in there. I could remove these two. We have holes on our ship now. But now we have 2 hexes. Means we can now put this engine in. I mean, yes, we got some holes, but... Yeah. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do something, because we have 1/3 thingies. Since we don't have them yet. Yeah, these are 1/3 hex. Let's put those in. Because they can fit there for some reason. So there's at least slightly fill in there. So at least not as big of a gap. And now we're at exactly the max. The absolute max. And this is still orange. I'm not a fan of the orange. Means it's efficiency loss to 20%. But we're faster now. We can move. We have cannons. We have a lot of missiles. Yeah. The barrel. Yes. The barrel is here. That means missiles and turrets, which is fitting for barrel. Yeah, that's all good. Look at it. Oh, barrel. Also, why are we on fire? We were instantly on fire. Great. Sensors back online. Why were we on fire? Oh, because we had to refill the HP. Yes. Now our missiles, if I'm not mistaken, are the thermonuclear amazing missiles of thermonuclear, yes. Fission missiles. Slow production, few warheads per launch. The production requires uranium, somehow, because we don't use uranium. But the more powerful warhead and larger blast radius can take down larger targets. I like that. So let's see, how does the shield look on this one? It's kind of centralized. I mean, frankly, this should be a little bit forward, but it at least fits inside. I know it looks better if I could put this one all to the front, which I might be able to do. But then I have to put everything, basically I have to move the entire ship around this thing instead of just move this thing forward. Can we do that? I think we can. I think we can. Yes. I have a dream. It looks good with engines though. Engines look really good. So, I want to move this one 2 hexes forward. That's the plan. So how do we do that? Means I need to put everything 2 hexes back. We don't have any space to work with at the moment, so I need to remove something just to make space. So that's what we removed. Then I need to get somehow 2 hexes behind this thing and then attach the rest to it. So this one is attached to here. This wing doesn't attach to anything, it just is there. So this one attaches to that side there. So this one needs to go one lower. Go one lower, so it's no longer attached. Then I take out... That's the wing. You can... Okay, I can't park you anywhere, apparently. You know what? Be gone. Be gone. Okay, now we got the part. So I want this to be 2 further. That's what we want. So I need to get some kind of bulkhead of some kind. Triple bulkhead. No, actually double bulkhead. Double is fine. Double bulkhead. And we put you back there. Okay, now we can attach things again. So these go 2 down. These go 2 down. This is attached over here. Which I think we can attach over there then. And it's the moment attached in the front. Want this to be attached with 1 there. So we need to remove this corner piece by a straight 2 piece. So we need a straight 2 piece. There. And then I have to remove this corner piece somehow, which means I need to move you out for a sec. So I can move you. That's where I want you, yes. Temporarily somewhere to park. Let's park you there. Remove you. Grab you. It fits. Then I move you back to the top and there we go. Now it's in the front. Good. Now I have to do the same thing for the other side. Oh boy. You go and go there. Then we need a 2-sized piece. That goes there. You need to go somewhere else for a sec. And then you. There. You go on and you get in there. Cool. Yes. Okay, that works. Then we had the propulsion. The stabilizers were here. I believe they were here. And the wings were attached to those, right? But propulsion. Large wings, yes. I think they were attached exactly like that. Exactly like that, yes. And this one, turn around. There, it fits. That fits. Good. Now, what did we remove here? I think just a 2 bulkhead, right? Not really sure what was here, but now it's a bulkhead. Good. Now I need to... so we got the wings back, which is the hardest part. Now I need to remove a part of this, the survey lander. And we have... Dang it. Survey lander and the... Oh, that's a scanner. That's... Okay, I can't remove the scanner because this is not attached to anything. Check. So a survey lander we need. There you go. Let's put you there. Why not? I think I want to put the sensor here. I'll remove you. I cannot remove you. I have to remove you first. Get a bulkhead temporarily in place so I can remove the scanner now. Yes. And now I have to slowly remove this whole piece, but we can do that by that. I cannot remove. I can remove this here. That's fine. There we go. Yes. Then be gone. Be gone. Be gone. Armor. Let's get our double reflector in again. Good. Okay, that's better. Now I need to fill this in with stuff. What did we put in there? I think it was energy, right? Not sure. What did we put here? Utilities. We do have a server lander. We have a shield. We have a scanner. So we'll get all the utility done. So if there's propulsion, you have to be contrapulsion, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. So how's our power doing at the moment? We have enough power. We don't need more power. There's no point. I can actually move this power if I want to. I kind of like the power there, but I could move them to the center. Like this, for example. To get a bit more like it's part of a ship. Part of a ship, part of a crew. And then maybe bulkheads. It's a bit of a simple fix, but you know what? It's strong and stuff. Can I? I cannot. I don't have space for that. So what did I put in those places to fill them up? Can't put another one in there. They went too far back. We did get this thing in here. Because we went back down. So I can't put an angled bulkhead now in there. So it's at least a little bit filled. And we've got these 3 gaps here, which I'm not really a fan of, but we don't have space to fill in more. I could remove a turret or some kind. So I could remove a turret to the back, I guess. But that's a lot of my firepower gone. I could remove him. If I do this and this. It makes it into 2 separate parts, and I want it to be 1 part, so no. There. Get back in there. So we have some gaps in the ship, which well, this is a triple. It's not really holding anything back at the moment. It is forming the shape here. What happens if I put an angled bulkhead there? Angle it this way. Still not connected. But at least it's connected a bit better, I guess. That way, yes. I still only have a half left, but at least it looks a little bit closer. Actually, I have 2 halves left. We could do armor, half deflectors. There. Really? Yes. Help. Help? I want to get another half of deflector there. That would make his wing at least look good. If I could put one there. We will have this hole. I cannot really solve that. This needs to be here because it's the only thing that keeps the entire front attached with all this armor. I could remove him here. It's kind of get a hole in the front then. We have a problem. We need 1 more space. I mean, I need a half one here and I want 2 here, actually. I want a bit more than that. Can I make the wing 1 lower, maybe? One narrower? Remove this here and this here. I can't remove this because then the wing has no triangle shape whatsoever. I could move the wing 1 in, I think, if I remove him. If we take this 2 and make this there. And then I remove you. Yes, and I move you 1 back in there. And now I have some space to work with, so I could actually fill this up with... I mean, I could do 2 of these, half the flankers, you know. I could just do that. Never mind, we can't do that because there's only the other side available. Half deflector here. And then a normal deflector, a full one. No. It'll be that then. And that. Now we have still 1.5 left. Still can't fill all of these holes though. If I remove this here and this here. How's that looking? And now I could fill this in with something. We lose all the armor here, of course. And we'll build around. Let's just put something in there just for looks here. We could do double of this here. It's not as cleanly made as this was, but I think it might be better. And we can even do this. There. Now at least the ship is filled. The wings don't look as good as they did a second ago. I might even make the wings one shorter, and then we can fill that stuff back in a bit. So if I remove you, make you into a 2. Yes. Then I want to remove this one here. This little one, be gone. We don't need you anyway. There. And then do the same thing over here. So that will become a 2. I'll remove you and move you in 1. And now I have some space to maybe make this look good again. Not sure if we got enough. There. And... there, right? Yeah, that's it. I think I can put a half deflector on that. I cannot. I can do that, but that's the wrong way around. But that's something we can do. It does help with the shape, though. Because this one seems a bit like the gap is a bit too much. Or I could put half deflector here and leave it open. I don't think I like the openness there. So let's put one wrong way around in then, I guess. Okay, I think I want my guns a little bit further back then, don't I? And does also make the neck look pretty thick, and the head is also pretty thick with the wings so small. Designing is difficult, especially with constraints, which is kind of fun, but it is difficult. We still have a little bit of space. Can I make the wings big again and still have enough space? I wonder. Let's try. Let's make it 3 again. There. And put you back down there. If I can actually grab you. That was there. Yes. Then I can put you to the front. We have a gap, I know. I do like that better. I do. Okay, we still have we have some space. Actually, we have some space. I don't have to worry too much about it. So if I do this, can I, instead of him, instead of you, take some armor there? Think about double deflectors maybe. That way. And seeing that extra lip there, might want to turn it around. So the lip is attached to the weapons. Then remove this. Get triple deflector won't get the right angle. No, they won't. They just can't make that angle. They can't. So double deflectors then. I mean, that's not the worst. I do need to keep this one as triple bulkheads, because else we get a straight line. I don't want a straight line. There needs to be some kind of going out here. But I do like this. Lots of armor here. Let's do the same thing here. Double reflectors. This one's on the outside indeed. I think I have to turn these other ones around though. And yeah, I need to... And that way, and you also... And that way. I have some space here, which we do have. We can put stuff in there, so I'll just put in the micro reactor. We don't need them, but that fills it up. Looks better. Okay. Okay. I'm actually feeling like I want to make this a little bit thicker here. So can I remove these here? That one I'll leave there. So if I put another bulkhead, let's make it triple for now. We'll see if we can make it triples, I don't know. Put it there. And do the same thing on this side. There. Bam. To give it a little bit more thickness. I think that works. I think it does. Also, can we move this one forward? We cannot. And also was not going to look very well if it did that. Oh, 150.5 out of 155, so we can actually put some more in. But now the shield is actually focused on the right part. I could put in a little bit of shielding here, which actually I will. Because that is my main cockpit. If that gets hit, we're dead. So get some armor in. Some armor in. Do we put some armor? I could put in full reflectors here, but it will make the thing look very big. These are not armor, but they will stop a little bit of firepower. These are still directly hittable from the front. I don't like that. But I think that's how we have to work with. I think that's just how it has to be. So our speed is 164. I could lower the weight because these, let's see, 14.6 is what we got here, right? If I remove these for light bulkheads. 140.6. 140.6, so it doesn't change the speed at all. I thought maybe the weight would change the speed, apparently not. It's just the resources and the amount of HP you got. I could do another few... I could do armor down there. I don't think we can put armor down there, actually. Think about putting armor here. Right there. It might overheat, though. It might. Just a little bit more smoothness. They're not overheating. They are not overheating. Good. Now, I did put away the armored pieces around here. Because we'll also elongate them. I want them to be a bit behind the head. So I think this is good. I think this is about as close as I can get. And we now have the shield actually centered. So save design. The barrel. Save it. We exit it. Now shield should look a lot better. Perfection? No. But a lot better? Yes. So I'll take it. The shield is centered around your main hull, not around your shield generator, so I can't just move that around. So, yeah. That should do. This should do. Speed-wise, we're a lot slower than we used to be. That's just what we have to deal with. If we get the tier 3 engines, we probably go a lot faster, but we need to unlock those first. So now, what's next on the agenda? We got the frozen algorithm. Which I think we should go to. Yeah, a hand-kept log revealed the ship's previous location. Let's go there. Let's have a quick look at what we have. We have that's auto-fire, smart missiles, it's fission missiles, that's good. Yeah. And lasers are auto-free. We don't have lasers at the moment. Doesn't fit within the barrel. The barrels don't have lasers. They have usually cannons and torpedoes. Oh, this wasn't even activated. Activate. Nothing. Whiskamook. Hello, Whiskamook. The legend is here. We might want to invest in some more neutronium though at some point. Yeah, that's a good looking missile. A good looking missile. So this is the place where they said something was. A cluster of buildings connects to a single subterranean structure housing a large collection of cooling units. When operational, they were capable of cooling a large quantum computer to near absolute zero. The computer's data has long been erased, having entangled with the environment after the system lost power. Yeah, that makes sense. The server of the facility uncovers some traditional data crystals in an underground vault. Oddly, most of the crystals are dedicated to the storage of hundreds of copies of the same algorithm. It's an unusual formula for categorizing data within a quantum computer. Given what happened to the dead ship, I'm going to create a vacuum-isolated archive to store it. Good point, because we don't want to, you know, destroy our own ship. Thank you for the stream. Wish you a wonderful weekend too, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed your break. Hope it was delicious. And I'll see you next time. New star. Selena's lab has a quantum computer. Maybe Dr. Rama will have an idea what the algorithm does. Yes, we will find out. First, the red star. To the red star. I want to see how fast we go in 100% void, which is not going to be very fast, but because we are, well, not very fast. We have type 2 engines, right? Hopefully type 3s will help us when we get them. My shields does go down a bit faster than I'd like, but there's still a lot of research to find and to do. Yeah, 175 is not very fast. It's we're snailing along. Snailing along. Absolute snail. The slowest ship in the universe. Check. I really need to sort that. I really do. Maybe we can put a few engines inside the ship's hull itself. Maybe. For example, engine here, for example. I mean, we have the wings in the way, so not sure if we can. We can put some elbow engines on, I guess. Which looks awful, but it will work. Got a gate here. Activate the gate first. Yes. A zoop. A century-old wreck lies smashed on the rocky desert floor. A clean hole lasered through its side. The most valuable resources have been roughly stripped, but the ship's titanium backbone joist is largely intact. A joist, that's a new word. Looks like a rushed smash and grab. Weapons crippled, then the boarders took the valuable resources and launched it towards this planet. Probably hoped it would break up on entry and erase the evidence. Well, it didn't. Titanium for us. Star seems unremarkable, I think. Yep, nothing to it. Anomalies, and no other star either. I mean, we have discovered quite a lot of things, so we can go back to do the thing. Let's see if the guy we sent out to take the artifact is back already. Let's find out. We have a portal right here, so that's fine. needs to be a little bit more research done on this to make this thing better. Especially in the engine department. We got some Kernians who are angry. Let's test her out. Okay, we still have decent firepower to defend ourselves, that's good. Launch the missiles. His laser has no range, so that's good. Oh, can we get an engine piece? No, dang it. We're trying to shoot off the engines, because if you shoot the parts you want, you have a higher chance of actually getting them. We get some Italian again. Actually, have we talked to you guys again in a while? I don't think so. As Team Commander Asmo of Pincushion, it's good to cast our eyes on you. What can you help you with? Trading? We have a lot of gold. We can sell a lot of things to them. We can buy uranium for a good price, yeah. And we're losing uranium by using those rockets, so we might want to buy those. I'm gonna buy those, all of them. So I don't want to use those rockets actually, because they lose me a lot of uranium, which is not good. I'll take that. Execute. And communications. So I'm gonna actually... I thought we didn't lose any of them, but no. Let's go to the normal missiles. Thank you. I like the idea of nuclear missiles, but they don't do too much anyway. I was hoping to find a guy, but he's not here. I don't see a ship, so... Actually, no, we need to be all the way over here to find him. Never mind. Slowly through space. Very slowly. Technically, it should be a little bit wider. Should be a little bit wider. Yeah. And I can elongate the head if I have the space for it. Because now the shield has kind of, you know, now fits properly around the ship. I think the nose could be a little bit further forward. A little bit. A tiny little bit, see. Ah, there's the ship we're looking for. Hello. Mr. Envoy, sir. Do you have something for us? I've obtained a Telonian fragment from a Sephirial Aspire or arrangement. You have the remaining payment? I'll have the remaining payment, yes. As promised, the Telonian fragment. Now we'll depart to somewhere quite remote. We will not meet again, but it was a mutually beneficial exchange. Give me a thing. Give me a thing. Yes, cargo. Scan it. Another component made of the same durable brass-like metal. I think we need to make something out of that. The fine structure is partially holographic, suggesting the information stored may be partially redundant. Okay. Lots of research. And we go back to base. Back to base. Yes. To use our quantum computer. Quantuming. And now if we launch missiles, let's see, we do have uranium 48. I mean, I'll fire a lot of missiles, that's fine. They recharge over here. The reach is faster than the nuclear ones. They do less damage, but it doesn't cost me uranium. It does give a good reason why the Nimians want to get all the uranium they can get, because they keep firing it off at the enemy. makes sense, kinda. Dr. Rama, you have a supercomputer here. Oh, nothing. Ah, we found an algorithm running on an alien quantum computer. Clever. It's a quantum eraser algorithm, essentially a large-scale delay choice experiment. It would reverse thermodynamic causality on a wave function branch defined by specific information to erase said information. Okay. So it's supposed to destroy information? I anticipate your request for a simplified explanation. Yes. I can use it to reset the technology research you've done. Ah. The erasure may impact history of the algorithm itself, so advise caution. So retrading things. Do we want that? Maybe some other time, I guess. I'm afraid that it might impact history of the algorithm itself. So it might... What I assume is you can only do this once. I think it's a one-time respec on all your science. I think we wait for that. Maybe some more time. Okay, we can do that at least. Nothing on your... No, nothing on you. And you are... Nothing you. Shipyard. I think I want to exchange. I do think I want the lasers on my ship. Yeah, I do want some lasers. And the missiles are nice. I mean, I guess we'll do swarm missiles now, so that's kind of cool. I think we put a laser MK1 instead of that one. Become a laser. Same thing here. Become a laser. Good. Because the laser is just simply really good. Even though this one really fit with the barrel, it just is really, really good. So I'll take that. I was expecting a bit more from that. Let's see. We do have the star thing. I can't do that yet. That's a shop. We've been there. We don't really have a mission at the moment. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Missions. No information. The transport log has a reference to a half chariot. We don't know anything about that yet. Damage transport from the CXA. Maybe some telemetry data on it. We found that. A half chariot. We do have a half chariot right there. Or I destroyed one. Let's go have a look there. Might be something that will open up from there. That's only half chariot we have. At least as far as I know. Red Guard Scouts, hello. Spinning in a circle for some reason. Titanium, we have to go through the flinger. Fling me, almighty flinger. We are flung. Enemies detected. Eliminate them. Delete them. Not even gonna bother with missiles on these guys. Because we don't need to. So this is a Hoth chariot, I believe. I'm not sure if it's the Hoth chariot, but... you know. Investigation complete, yes. Iridium, platinum and stuff. It's good stuff, but still. Some xenium, we didn't have that before. I mean, we've probably had it before, but we did keep it this time. The beryllium, that's really fine. So, if we follow that list, something behind us. What are you shooting at? Oh, that over there. And that over there, fine. So what I recall is we had to go up 3 sectors. 1, 2, 3, and then go left until we find a nebula. We've tried it over here, and we went pretty far. And there was not a nebula to be found except this one, which was basically there was nothing there. that was it. It's not really what we're looking for. I think we have some other places with guys. What's this here? Remnant plank scale wormhole. Okay. Religious significance. 8. We got 8 over here. Check. Forgot 8 was a reminder too, but that's 0, 0. Indeed. Just a navigation location. I'd love to open this, but I can't. Can we do something to... I think we have a computer now for that thing. It might open up the Starlands to the octahedron over here. Maybe. Maybe. And I have to say, we are abysmally slow. Abysmally slow. Also, we're kind of on fire, but with so much crew, we should be fine. 175 crew on the ship, which is kind of ridiculous. There we go. To the lance. Investigate. Leave alone for now. Okay. Nothing we can do with that at the moment. It's a bit of an issue. It is a bit of an issue. So I've done that. We can still explore a bit more. I'd love to solve this problem as well. I'd love to solve it. But therefore we need to be a bit further in the story before we unlock that thing. So how about... Most of these are just, this is a respec station. This is where we eventually need to be. Let's see what the port, where the water brings us again, because I forgot. I forgot where it brought us. Yeah, I need to do a bit of a redesign to make it faster. I think we have to go with elbow thrusters, just over here. And maybe even a few over here. It will ruin the look, but this speed is just not enough. It is not enough. What is the first burst transmitter? Yes. At least the first one we found. Oh, we got enemies here. Hello, Mr. Frigate. Have some missiles. Neutronium, nice. Critically injured. Oh, as long as we stay in that stuff, we get critically injured crew, because that stuff goes straight through the hull. That stuff is nasty. Oh, hello there. Is this in the middle of the leg? It's once again the middle of the leg where it brings us. Let's get through a few of these portals. Maybe we might find something interesting. Also, we need to make sure we talk to everyone. We just talk to these guys, so don't think we find anything new here. Yeah, it's just to trade. Just a bit of trade. Hey, on the guard. Hey, dude. How do, mate? How are you doing? I did a bit of redesign on the ship because I want to make a barrel, which it looks good, but it's really, really frigging slow. So now we end up here. Okay. Nothing really to find here. This is the respec. Don't know why this one is marked, but it was marked. We're trying to find a way to activate the yellow star, the lance there. Also, why have we... Oh, we couldn't do this one, because this one, yeah. We have to still connect to that thing. We instantly transport. We do have some enemies here. Let's grab those, because materials are important. Oh, good. My health insurance is fucking with me. They want me to pay them 13 pounds. Holy wow, that is insane. I assume you're insured, right? So if they go too far, there's always the option for legal assistance, because they need to pay their thing, of course. Because that's kind of insane. 13k health insurance. Oh, it is the thing we can't do anything with. I need to push this thing away. So can't work with this. I may get a little bit of resource from killing that, but there's no point. I'm curious what it does though, because I have no clue what's on the planet, because I can't scan it because he's right there. We did have another planet. Do we have another planet? Oh, we have the planet over there. Yes, Dark Waters. Let's go there. Let's go there. Yeah, but that's a pretty nasty surprise from the insurance company, indeed. Yeah. I never had a problem that big, but yeah. I had to pay 300 euros last year, which is not a lot, I know, but I didn't have 300 euros, so then it's basically like, yeah, shit, how do you do that? It's not a fun time. It was not a fun time. Yeah, the thing is, they counted me a fictional income of 8,888 due to not having income proof. That's a fictional income. So basically your income is, I guess, then none. So that is a faulty income sum. That's just, they made a mistake because they just decided that it was this nonsense. Yeah. I can't say much about it. I think you should just find a lawyer because this is insane. And for that price, yes. Weather caused by solar activity renders a landing on the sunny side of the planet impossible. Even here, the waves are several meters high with a brief window for submarine investigation. Oh, yeah, we had submarines. I forgot we had them. Moleman, let's go. Send out your Moleman. Yeah, and as a handicapped person, I have social support and I get 600 a month. Well, that says enough, right? You get 600 a month and you do not get 8,888 per month. So, yeah. You probably have evidence that you get that per month. So, yeah. We're already going on for 3 months now. That's awful, man. That's really, really awful. I hope you get it solved. But I'd say lawyer time. That's because they probably understand the rules and regulations better than you do, and can probably bite through the nonsense as soon as they are like, oh damn, it's a lawyer. We might have to go to court, and they might actually do something useful. Because that is I hope you're at least insured for lawyers and stuff. I am, even though I can't afford much of it. I make sure I can at least get a cheap lawyer if I need it. Because that seems like a... that's not a problem you want to have for more months. No, I'm not. Oh, that's a problem. Yikes. Well, there are free lawyers, right? There are pro bono lawyers, I believe. You might be able to just... and there's also some lawyers who do questions for free, I believe. So, I'm not sure how it is in Germany, of course. But here you can do that. So, I assume you have them there too? I would look into that. Because that's really bad for your... For your mental health, if you have to be worried about that kind of nonsense hanging above your head. That's awful, man. But yeah, I hope you can get it sorted, dude. Because I know about money problems. I've had them quite a lot, and basically the reason why I'm so light in the hair there, that's mostly because of stress due to money stress and bullshit. I hate it, man. I hate it. Let's see where we're going. We're going back to base, yes. So let's see. Let's talk to Alethea here. Because I do want to see how we can progress with the story. Oh, wait, we have the ads. The ads are here. The ads are here. I've missed the ads, man. That was dumb. There we go. Have some music while we wait. And there we go, the ads are gone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Yeah. Let's see. The Alethea is down there. I'm not sure if he says anything to do for us. Let's go back to the things. There we go. Alethea, come with me. I want to see if you have anything for us. And the ship we need an upgrade to the ship because the engines are just way too slow. We need more engines. We need more power. More speed. I might lose some of the things on the neck to make it a little bit smaller. Maybe I'll make the whole head smaller. Because it also will increase our speed if you just have less on us. Nothing here. And then we're gonna put some elbow engines on. Ugly as they are, I think we have to. I think it is mandatory. So let's make the neck less thick. This is... okay, it's very thin. Let's do that and that. Slightly better. I think we can do that and that as well. And then I might even shorten it with 1. You have to put it away. Put on the 1. And then put the whole thing... no, not all that thing. I want... where? This part here. There we go. And then remove that part. Good. So it's a very narrow neck now. Chicken neck! Chicken neck! I'm definitely gonna call them as soon as I'm really awake. I cannot be that... It cannot be a document sent from my consultants from Mage's office, send them the documents himself. Yeah, make sure you have all the documents ready and just, yeah, read them through, see where the mistake is. And I mean, obviously, if you don't have it, you don't have it. And if you have evidence of what you get each month, send them what you get each month, because they obviously have the wrong information. And there might be some free legal advice in your country. I mean, I can go to a or and get you some free advice if I want to. So I assume you can do that too, and read it with a lawyer if they do that. Which I'm pretty sure they do that in Germany, right? I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. Oh yeah. And was going for elbow engines. Yeah. The reason I'm so light in the head department is because I had a lot of financial troubles myself. It cost me my my whole education, basically, which was pretty awful. So yeah, I got a lot of stress and my hair fell out because of that, at least a big part of it. Yeah, I know money stress. You don't want to walk around with money stress for more than a month. That's just way too long. It just ruins your mental health, man. So yeah, try to find help where you can. There must be some place you can find some help. But it might require a little bit of searching. I'm kind of lost where to go. I'm kind of lost. We got this thing done. We don't want to go there because I assume we get some kind of relic and they say, oh, we want to talk with you now. So I don't want to start a war there. I want to activate that laser here. I thought we had the information, but apparently we don't. So what kind of missions can we do? I don't know where to go for the Hoth Chariot. And I don't have the transponder. We might get the... Let's get the transponder back, because I'm pretty sure we can. I'm not sure we can reread it. But we can get it back, because I think we sold all of them to the guild. So let's have a look there. Yeah, elbow engine's not the best, but at least we're going forward with some speed. We got an angry spaceship. And incomplete what? Incomplete things. But they're going to battle it. I mean, we should get that, right? We should get that. I'll go and investigate that plant in a sec. I think it's actually a trading plant, though, very likely. Fire the rockets! Not sure if they actually have range. They do, but they have shield technology now. Okay. Fire the torpedoes! These are the right torpedoes, right? They're not my fishing ones. They're the normal missiles. Good. Deleted. Absolutely deleted. Oceanic 01, serve incomplete. There was also a planet who want to go for research to give them more food and stuff. Is it this planet? It might be. A model-sized colonies nested around a crater lagoon. Given the ratio of landing pads to permanent structures, it's probably a trade-driven economy. The guild and stuff... We can only trade it at the moment. So this is a place where they need some kind of food, some kind of plant, genetically altered, so they can get some food. Because the plants here are, they grow everywhere, but they're useless, completely useless. And we're not done with the research for that yet. This only sales. So we go back to the guild traders, because they have all relics. Let's see if we can get that relic back from the transponder. Oh, we're interested in learning more about Imperial Flora. Yes, we are, because that's the whole thing for that planet. The gardens of the Empire were truly magnificent at their height. They developed and cultivated a wide range of species, both hardy and delicate. We have a horticultural database from a Curlian botanist on the topic. I'll transmit it now. Yes, database. A trade. Yes. Let's see. A casting mold is new. We buy that. That's new. Let's see. That's the Jetsam Flotsam, the chest. Okay, we scroll down very slowly here. Extremely slowly. This is maximum speed. Wilson Smith, containment objects, rifles and stuff. Data storage, undelivered cargo. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. I can't go any faster than this. No, don't see any kind of... No, don't see the thing I need. An aperture penetrator, we've got that one. The casting mold we need to analyze still. No, it's on the list. It's not in the list. They do sell aluminum for cheap, but we have not a lot of iridium. We could sell adamantium to them. Which we don't have a reason for adamantium right now. How much do they sell? Do they take? 26 iridium. I mean, I'm low on iridium, but we did just spend 200 on that one guy, so I think we can get it back anyway. So we go out. And we scan the thing. Purge a database of the engineered flora of the full empire and the genetics. Yes. Scan the thing. We can now conduct the research necessary to modify the blight in the lab. Yes. Let's do that. Research the thing. Also the casting mold. A heavy mold constructed out of an unknown metal crystalline ceramic. This mold can withstand a temperature higher than we can create. The casting shape suggests either a rivet or a projectile. Projectile? Ooh. Sounds good. So, now we should be able in the lab to create a blight to take down the bad plants over here. That means we have to go back to base to get that plant done, I guess. It said go to the lab, right? Oh, really? We're trapped. We're trapped. Alarm. We're trapped. Oh, and then we just ram a random ship. Let's not... I think we destroyed it. We destroyed it partially. That's fine. The other pilot just decided to ram the guy. It was completely lost. Our speed is still not great, but it's greater than it used to be. Jumping. To the lab. Dr. Rama. I want you to execute the... No, we don't want to do that, no. So apparently not with her. Surprising. It says we had information, but... Okay. Odd. We could... we have enough... We have all the information we need to modify the blight. Do we need to go to a specific laboratory? Not our own? This is Respec's place. This is a trader, I believe. Yeah, the Glide Trader. That is the Starlands. That is a... What are you? Oh, you are a place we have to go back again. The Dark Waters, because we can keep going there and getting some resource. This, I believe, is a trader. This is a trade location, also the place where we want to implement the blight, so they can actually have their plants. We need to get some kind of plant that makes them actually be able to create food there. So not ready for that yet. That's all of them. This one here is... we can get uranium by going back again for more uranium. Which is nice. But no real mission to go on at the moment. A bit stuck, I think. We're a bit stuck. I've already been past this point in the game where I activate the lands, which I want to do, but I forgot how. Forgot how. Also, we haven't found where to go to find the marks for the CXTA drive. The guild doesn't talk to us. We need to go north 3 sectors and then head west till we find a nebula. But the starting point is unknown. This here is the Fleeing Academics, which we found, I believe, over here. Chariot around? Oh, there might be chariot around here. But that's east, not west. It's east. We could have looked to the east here, but then I need some faster ship for that, because I don't like my speed at the moment. You know what? Since we're here anyway, yeah, we're here anyway. Let's get all the engines we can. Our speed is unacceptable. It's unacceptably slow. Engine. 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 More engines. I think we can put 2 next to each other if they have open space, without overheating too much. There, now we got some speed. Still not great speed, but it's speed. And I can remove that one. Not the whole thing. Just that thing. Yes. For another engine. Yes. Now this might overheat. Or actually he overheats. Okay. And this one overheats as well. Probably goes away if I remove that, but I don't want to. So screw it. It's gonna overheat. And I can... I'm not sure it's gonna do more if I put a bigger exhaust port in the inside. It doesn't look as good. That way. I mean, it does work. But I do want it to go... No, it doesn't work. That is not good looking. It's gonna say it like that. It doesn't look as good, but it does work, so fine. That means we're gonna remove you. Get an exhaust port there. But these are overheating as well. I don't want to remove these things though. I could do this on the other hand. That would solve that. Well, I mean, it's bad looking anyway, so... There we go. At least we're faster now. At least we're faster now. Good. Yes, we are faster. We're basically made out of engines. Made out of engines. So now we can try to see if we find a chariot if we go east from here. Not sure if we will, but we can try. It looks kind of weird, but it's fine. It's probably fine. No enemies in the zone. I mean, that's a lot more speed. That's an awful lot more speed. Yeah, there we go. Velocity. Don't know why we're heading towards them, but we are. Okay, and here we just go straight east, or at least kind of straight. Trying to make it so in the center of the square. That will have to do. That's about straight. So let's go a little bit to the east. To about here. We are flying over here at the moment. Right there. And we're trying to get to find if you find a chariot maybe? Because apparently we'll say chariot around here somewhere. It was an option, by the way, for something I deduced from all the information. And we'll see if that's true or not. And we're going 427 AU per second, so that's pretty awesome. The speed is pretty good here. A moment ago we were only going barely 100. Now, our fastest ship so far was, of course, the Destiny from yesterday, which was going 600. Oh no, actually no, it was the Explorer ship was going 600. A little bit of exploring. Man, disco seems fine. Disco doesn't seem too much. Now we're trying to find another way. I think we need to find the plants we can use for food making on one planet. Because we now have the blight that will destroy the imperial plants, but we still need something to take their place and actually become edible plants. I'm not sure if the blight is is able to be made in something edible. I'm not sure. And we might be looking at another empty zone here. I want to go so far that this will exit the map. If it does, then we'll turn around and go down, turn back. Because I don't want to do another run of these, which is yeah, that's a long distance in any ship. It takes way too much time. We're over here now, so it's still there. So if it's there, we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So we want to be in this line then. When we go back, and this is where we are right now. So there. Yep, I see nothing. We go there then. And then we just turn back. I might find something in between here, maybe. Maybe. Sometimes you have to just explore a bit and you find a random planet or random star and then it will lead you on. Yeah, I tried this morning to make another make its character, and I was trying to do the barbarian and a warlock combination, right? Because I want to be a guy, a sorcerer or wizard or some kind of magic guy that uses a dual-handed greatsword to attack the enemy and basically teleport in, hit them very hard, and teleport out. Basically, that's the whole tactics. You just hit and run tactics that way. So I think Booming Blade would be very good for that, to do Booming Blade with the attack. And I got Barbarian in there so I can get some protections when I rage. Just to make sure I don't take too much damage, because I'm still a mage after all. So my HP is not that great. Although with 5 Barbarian levels, which I have, because that gave me the ability to attack twice per round. I do have some HP now. My armor is still trash because I'm not fully focused on com, and I don't have any armor at the moment. Because I want to be. I do have the mage armor spell through the magic initiative feat, which means I can cast it without costing me a spell slot. So basically, I have always mage armor on, which helps a lot. And let's go there. Yeah, trying to find the best combination where I can teleport in as much as possible, and possibly while raging. Now, if you cast from Magic Initiate spells, they don't count as spells themselves, I believe. So I think they still count. I still think you can cast those. I don't think you can use any kind of cantrip though. So I cannot use Booming Blade or anything. Because I even put in what's it called? I was trying to go for. What's the one that actually makes you give it advance on next attack? True Strike. I was going to go for True Strike, and I was going to combine that with Elven Accuracy. The problem with Elven Accuracy, though, it only works on attacks made with Dexterity, Charisma, Intelligence, or Wisdom, not with Strength, which is what I'm using for my attacks, which is messed up. Also, it doesn't work with two-handed weapons. So yeah, the two-handed sword doesn't work with True Strike, which is a shame. Would have been so nice to just go in, super hit, and get the hell out of there. Because True Strike's already bad. Because you have to use an action, then wait till the next round will keep the concentration, and then you can hit. And once it will actually give you advantage. I don't think it gives you twice. I think it's only once. So kind of yikes. But I do am a barbarian, so I can use Reckless Strike to get advantage and do it that way, but it's still a strength-based attack, so we can't get the triple d20s on a roll to get more crits. Because I am also, as I said, a barbarian and a warlock, a hexblade warlock. That means that when I use my hex on the target, I get a critical hit on 90 and 20. And if you can then roll thrice for that 90 or 20, I've been thinking about this. I also this morning had my my paper rounds, and I took some. I was just thinking about that the whole route. Just think about how to make that work. Because I kind of want to make a character that can teleport in, hit like a friggin' truck, and get the hell out. Not being super tanky, but enough to survive in D&D. But mostly just to be a damage dealer, and just do prepare, and then just mega hit and get the fuck out. That's the idea. And then just be able to keep doing that. That's why it's all based on cantrips. But those you can't cast while you're raging. But I mean, I don't need rage. I think. I mean, rage will get me protections and stuff. But just having the reckless attack would do, I think. Those don't have it in the first place. Those can pay, but those who have it already, they don't need to move a finger. Those who don't have it in the first place, those can pay, but those who have it already, they don't need to move a finger. I'm confused. Oh, we found a star. We found a star. What the fuck, man? Okay, there we go. Oh, there. Alright, I called my health assurance. I hate the AOK. The left doesn't know what the right hand is doing. True. That's usually true. They got my documents 3 months ago, but no one in their team felt responsible to change it and never moved a finger. Instead, let the computer send me payment things. Ah, yes. But that does mean that you now have called them. They have the freaking documents, and they should fix it right fucking now. Right? So your problem should at this moment be freaking solved. Even though they're fucking lazy bums, they have the documents. They said so. So your problem. Oh, we're stuck here. Don't crash into the star. Your problem is solved. God damn it! But yes, your problem should now be solved. Did they say that they would solve the problem for you? They should say that, but did they say that? We'll fix it, sir. Or apologies for 3 months of harassment that they shouldn't have been doing to you. And all stress that they gave you. God damn it, man. I hate money stress. I've had it way too much already in my life. So, but that means, Alucard, if they say they fixed it for you, then tonight you can celebrate, and all the stress can go the hell away from you. Because goddamn the fuckers, they were lazy, fucking lazy. Yeah, oftentimes they don't understand, they don't communicate internally. That's what a lot of companies do. So if you have something sent to one part of the company, they usually don't communicate to the other part of the company who will send you the bills. That's just companies. Yeah. But Your problem should be solved. Aha! Well done, dude. Well done. Yes. That would mean a very nice weekend this time. The lady said, I am making the thing to be worked on. Not sure what it means in their lingo. I'm marking the thing to be worked on. So she's going to say, someone needs to look at this. It still doesn't mean much, but call them next week again, Tuesday or Friday somewhere. So they have a week to work on that. And then you call them if they've done something, if you don't hear anything from them. But it should now be solved. They said that they had the information. They will definitely do. I hope so, but do check them. They're lazy fuckers. Check them. You don't want to have another problem in a month that they send you yeah, we didn't get your information and now you have to go to court and stuff. I had that. I don't recommend it. Just check them. But dude, you now have a relaxed weekend. It's better now. $13,000. Problem solved. Good. Good. Stress gone. Relaxing. It's time for tea. And a bit of anger, but mostly tea. Yes. The team lands in a small clearing on the edge of a vast forest that spans much of the planet's temperate region. Biosignatures are so strong and diverse, it's not immediately clear what tripped the anomaly detection. But the signal was quite strong. Rhea! I need to give Rhea a new name. Anyway, identify the trigger. Another zero. I roll so many zeros today. No! I mean, it's still decent, but it could have been better. Once again, the team finds themselves wandering through a thick forest. As the sun begins to set, Lieutenant Rhea concludes the sensors were confused by the extremely rich ecosystem. They were not. Despite the lack of scientific findings, the team reports the experience quite refreshing. Roar. I've rolled 3 times a 0 on here. 3 times. I did roll 1 9 and 1 8 as well today, so that's okay. But 3 zeros a day. Roar. I could have gotten a lot better stuff here. We got more ads, even more ads, more ads. We got more ads. Da, da, da. Have some music. Have some music and celebrate. Ah. And the ads are gone. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, guys. Yeah, Alucard. Congratulations, dude. You have solved the problem. At least 90% of it. Stress should be gone. Life eased and your weekend even better now. I hope. This moist planet, very moist. Well, look at this. This is not moist. This is way more than just a bit moist. Yeah. Oh, we got another. We got a bot. We found a bot. Let's see. Given a bot treatment. Report. Yes. Spam, scam, bots, or tampering. All of the above. Let's go to scam and view bot seller. Remove him. Verification station. Submitting. Done. Block. Give me that. Block that. Ah, ban evasion as well. Interesting. It's an account made in the 27th of January, so it's just barely made. 3 days old. Weird. Anyway, it's gone. It is gone. Now the very moist planet, which is this is more than moist. is mirroring the early genesis of life on Earth. Some very simple, single-celled organisms are aggressively converting the anaerobic atmosphere into an oxygen-rich one. That means that is the big dying is what's happening there. Because oxygen is very toxic for most things. Anyway, Rhea, 45, that works. The lander skims along the water to various sites where Lieutenant Rhea takes samples and conducts analysis. Some of these simple organisms have a prototype membrane, revealing a novel evolutionary path. A prototype membrane? I don't think that's very novel. There's a few membranes around our cells as well. Yes. Anyway, we got some more info, more research, I'll take it. Early oceans. Very early. Extremely early. This planet appears to have only a south magnetic pole. The case is not due to any exotic physics, but vortices in the planet's magma in the northern hemisphere. Okay. Weird magnetism. Well, random star at least. Not what we're looking for, but it's fine. And then I'll just go here to have seen everything here. Then I could go there, but I know we're not supposed to go there. So what do I need to do to get this thing activated? There needs to be some kind of clue we need to go. Someone we need to talk to, someone we need to find information. Maybe... The Hive is my enemy, I believe, right? The Pure Hive, so I don't think we can talk to them. Have we been to the Hives? I think we have. The Abyssal Trader. We've been to the Abyssal Trader. He has some kind of relics that we needed to see, which we've been to. That's Abyssal Hive's main sequence star. Didn't find anything on the way over so far. Check. What we could do is try to find if there's something over here. And if I do that, I think I want to throw from here sideways and see how far we can go. I want to make sure I don't hit that nebula over there. So I think we go right there. And then go westward. And just see if we find some more stars. Because I think there's more stars over here. I'm pretty sure. It's a good place for more stars. And we might find a bit more information we need to continue on. But I'd love to find a way to activate that lance. I think it's important. Oh, we got some enemies. Enemies! Eat my missiles. Let's activate him. Okay, we send them one at a time. He will destroy them. We just send a whole swarm at them. But first, this rude guy. Oh, it's a shield. Not for long, you don't. Activate lasers. Yes, right there, please. Also, missiles. Do you have anything to say, by the way? I don't think so. No. And trade. Do we need anything? Keep that. It's too important, so nope. The answer is no. So we go over there. Autopilot a bit lost. It's a bit lost as always. There we go. I mean, when the engine not on, it looks still pretty cool. Ah, more loot, I say. Activate looting tentacles. Loot them all. I don't know where the Kiernan homeworld will be actually. It will also be interesting. We might be able to broker a piece if we get there. Have some missiles, you little one. Become deleted. If my missiles can make it, they cannot. The missiles do not have the range. Oh well. That's the guild traders. Yes, the guild traders are still yellow, means they're not allies of me. They are just passerbys. Begone, Satan. So we need to go, I think, to the flinger up, right? I think so. We need to go. Have we actually? Actually, we do have the Rod of Rodiness. I believe that was tied to the Emir, and we have some Emir right here. The guild has informed us that the Devout have purchased many code authorizations since our arrangements. You'll be getting your copper's worth for certain. Good. We found a scepter in an Emir tomb. What can you tell about us? Ogjuk Scepter is once part of a tradition for leadership candidates in the 2nd Legion. It has been assumed it was assumed lost when the last instructor waited disappeared. We're not sentimental compared to some civilizations, but I would pay 200 copper for its return. Tell us more about it, please. In the early days of the Empire, each year an instructor from the barracks would create a challenge for the most promising new warriors. Being selected to participate was very prestigious. The challenge were designed to test strength, bravery and wit. It was called Ogju's Tomb, of the Legion's founder. The location and design changed every season. The survivors gained Ogju's Scepter with the genetic and neural data to be permanently stored within. The challenge had actual risk of death. It would report tests of bravery if it didn't. True. If an initiate did not return within 3 days, the instructor would investigate and reset the challenge for the next candidate. It seems the last instructor met with an unfortunate fate at the same time their first candidate failed the challenge. Yes, indeed. An unfortunate coincidence that lost the scepter, until now, I hope. Indeed, have the scepter. Excellent. Just between us, commanders, I have a journal full of ideas for Ogju's Tomb, but I never really expected to get a chance to implement them. Was there anything else? No. Mission accomplished. Good. I think they like us a bit more now. We need to go... no, actually just auto it. Should now be fine with not too many ships. I mean, never mind. There's a ship in the way. Autopilot will go berserk. It doesn't know what to do. We'll do it ourselves, fine. Manual flight engaged. And enemies detected. They do feel a bit more tanky than they used to be. I can actually reach that. Okay, that's kind of insane. Everything I get for my laser is more faster speed of acquiring targets. So. Zoop. And from there we can teleport up, yeah. So the 2nd Legion are actually allies. The guilds are not yet. I'm trying to make as many allies as possible because I think we find more of a story that way. Then we head simply west. Head west. There we go. On our way to the great beyond. Should I actually put a... No, we can't do that. No, 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 no. There we go. I'm just gonna see if we can find something in this vicinity. We might just go till we get over here, then we go down. Unless there's something important in the way. And then we have to scan this later on. Our speed is 426, which is fine. I'm trying to make as straight as possible. I think that'll do. I think that'll do. Yeah, galaxy big. Galaxy big. There we are. That little dot over there, that's us. That is us. I know it's hard to see. I know. The map is not the best place. But it's the only place I can see things that happen around us when there's a star appearing or a random signal thing appears or whatever. So, yeah. But I was kind of looking for my D&D character to see if I could make more instances of Misty Step on one character that are not based upon me casting spells. So I have it in my race. I have one Misty Step because I'm a Ladrin, I believe, which has a Misty Step in it. And I think it's the only way to get it, right? To get it as a once per day action thing. And then of course you can do the spells, but if I use a spell, it means it's still a reaction, I believe, right? Misty Step? Not sure. Is Misty Step a reaction? I think actually it's an action. I need to know now. Misty Step 5E. There we go. Bonus action. That means we can bonus action Misty Step. Oh, we have added progress still? No, that's old. That's old. So we can start a turn, right? And we activate or yeah, we can activate or Misty Step. We can still use, if we want to, we can use Elven Accuracy if I use my Charisma for my attacks, which I can do if I get level 3 Warlock. Warrant I can't, because then there's a limitation on two-handed weapons. So as soon as I'm level 3 Warlock, I can do melee attacks with my Charisma instead of my Strength, and that would actually count for Elven Accuracy. And if we then do True Strike, wait a turn, because that's True Strike's an action. True Strike, then turn after we bonus action Misty Step, or we use the ability, the once a day ability. Misty Step towards the enemy. Then we can Green Flame Blade, which does not break the True Strike and will add to it. And then we have 3 dice, as long as we use our Charisma to strike. So we have 3 d20s to hit that guy in the freaking face. Hopefully crit. Delete his face. And then get that out there with another Misty Step. We have to Misty Step is a leveled spell, but not when it's cast from the once a day abilities. So we could... I mean, it's only a once a day ability, so I'm gonna do it once a day, obviously. I need to find more ways to do it once a day. I need to find more ways. Yeah, I need more teleportations. I need to find more ways to have a once a day casting of Misty Step. And I know you can get from race. Are there other options for that? I doubt, because it's really powerful, but it would be nice. Because I want to Misty Step all around. I want to teleport all directions. We are over there. That's where we are. What other ways would it be to get Misty Step? Of course, there's a spell as spell itself, which I think if you have the normal version of Magic Initiate, I think you are allowed to put it on your known spell list. Pretty sure you are. At least in as wizard you are. I assume the rest also can then cast from that point forth. I need to look into that. Because I am then a Warlock, so if it's not on my spell list, I have to get it through Warlock, which I think is also a Warlock spell. Let's have a look. I need to know now. We got that. Warlock spells. Second level. Misty Step. It is a Warlock spell, so I can get it as a Warlock without issues. That's good. That's good to know. So I can teleport in and out all the time. I only, of course, have 2 spell slots to use. So I have to be sparing with that. But it's not a big deal, since it's the only spell I cast, I think, normally. So I think we're fine with that. I think that's okay. Also, no stars, still. We're still over here. And since the bonus action, I love that it's a bonus action spell though. That means I can still use my action to attack, and if I attack in my action, I can attack twice because I have extra attack. Even if I've moved or if anything done anything else, I believe it doesn't. It is not a full round action as it was in D&D 5e, D&D 3.5. I think I make it work. I think it needs a little bit more research in it, and I might go away from Barbarian because I can't rage and cast cantrips at the same time. And rage, while it gives me protection, it does not. Actually, I want the Barbarian gives me a very easy way to get advantage, which means I don't really need True Strike if I use Reckless Attack. Means enemy has advantage on hitting me, but I have other spells and abilities. I mean, I hope to get out of range of the enemy, basically. I need to think about this, because I also need to survive doing that. I'm not supposed to be the tank, but I need to survive what I'm doing. So there is that. So yeah, I've been contemplating that all morning. How to do it, where to do it, because I want to make my my lightning teleportation heavy greatsword wielding mage, which also costs slow, which I'm not sure. Is that a warlock spell? Warlock spells slow. This would be level 4, right? If it is a spell they can cast not slow, I see. No, they don't have slow. That is a bit of a shame, because my guy does cost slow, but it's fine. I'll find some way around it. I'll find some way around it. And we're kind of basically where we need to be, and there's no stars here, so I think we are we're about to go south. Actually, I might go to this place. Just a little bit further, so this whole thing block off, because I think it just kind of stops here, because there's nothing here, at least not that I found. So we might want to keep going so we can end it there, and then I'll fill in these little grey spots well by flying through them. Maybe actually instantly, because why the hell not, right? I might do that off stream. I just go down here and just fly back to just uncover what's here. Actually, why the hell would I? Why would I? We are there. That's where we are. I was hoping to find a way to advance the story, which is activating that thing. But for now, we don't have the appropriate information and things about it. Which I need to find. I know we can start a fight over there, but I don't want to start a fight over there. That's just a species that is maybe a bit arrogant and stuff, but they're just a species in their own space. There's no reason for me to just, you know, house wreck them, you know? That seems like a bit rude of me. And we're not playing the evil guys right now. Although I like being evil, but nah, not today. This playthrough, we are the explorer guys. We're kind of the good guys. Well, speaking of the explorer guys, by the way, the 18th of the next month, tomorrow starts. I think tomorrow. Then we have Star Trek Voyager Through the Unknown, which is not very known because I know the whole series, but still. But yeah, it starts then. I'm hoping to get a key for that. We'll see if I can get one. We'll see. More space exploration. These are the goals we have. I'm contemplating why Warlock over Sorcerer, because with Sorcerer I can take the slow spell, for example. With Warlock we can get Pact of the Blade, which makes my weapon better, and I can summon it, etc. I need to wait for level 3 to be allowed to use it for great swords. But I do get to cast a version of Hex that's not Hex, so I can still cast Hex if I want to above that thing, because it's not called Hex, which is interesting. So you can basically double Hex there. Although the ability does not say that you can put it to a new target afterwards. So if you kill the target you've got your Hex on, your special Warlock's Hex, then you can't relocate it. But you do gain temporary HP, I believe, dependent upon your level or something, and Charisma. I think we go somewhere over here. I think it should be kind of centralized. Yeah, as soon as we reach this point with our actual ship, which is right there for now. So 2 more squares advancing, and then we go over here, or at least this this line here. Be ready for turning. Be ready for turning. 3, 2, 1. Turn. Can be a bit straighter. Good. And then we go back as we explore all the grey stuff. And eventually I want to explore all these things. Not here, because this is just nebula and nonsense which we can't go fast through. But I want to at least get rid of these big blobs of unknown here. Yeah, I like making characters. I like to fantasize about how to make them work and function. I like to go for a specialized build. So something you're good at, and the rest you're not good at, or okay at best. So you want to find a circumstance where you're amazing and insane and great, but also that the other situations you are okay at best. That's what I like. So you have some specialization, and a lot of things you are okay at. That's what I like to play. Because then you have moments where you're awesome, and you have moments where you're just fine. Mostly you're just fine in most situations. And then suddenly it's like, oh wait, there's this. And then you just, you know, open up the disco doors and just go. And the enemy just vanishes from the universe. Because you said so. I like that. I greatly appreciate it. Now, can we go here without getting all kind of nonsense? I think we can't. I think if we just fly straight. Yeah, I will make myself a line to here somewhere. Right now. Where? That's about good. A little wiggle, and then we move on again. Yeah. Now you should go straight over this line, I hope. There we are. I hope we're not going above or below this line here. But you can't see it because it's disco again. Can you see squares from here? The squares are weird. It's disco. I cannot help it. It's just what it is. We should be uncovering all of this. We should be in the middle. Yeah, we're over here. And this square here. So we should detect all the grey stuff over here. Yeah, it's good. I will slow down when we get near these places, and we might actually get some enemies that fire at us. I will ignore them. I will destroy them if we fly past, but I will not go change my course, because I don't want to change course. I want to explore all the grey parts up till this point here. Which is a bit further out than we should be, but we already got part of it, so why the hell not? That's where we are. I will actually put some music, because it's not much here. While I have a quick look at the spells and things. Because for the Warlock, Day Artificer is the wrong one, but we can get the Warlock anyway. Still good. We're still flying. We're not falling. It's good. This is why I want a third screen, so I can keep certain things while still seeing what you say, because I can't see right now, but shouldn't take too long. So Warlock gets, let's see, gets the spells, following list, explains, basic features, hit points, proficiencies, yada yada, equipment, pact magic, 2 cantrips, okay, that's fine. Check this for a sec. Okay, we're doing good. Ads are starting. Ads are starting. I will keep flying. I will keep flying, but we will. I will shut up for a bit. So don't miss anything. I'll do the Warlock thing. Do the Warlock thing. Spell slots, level 1 through 5, it's fine. Short rest will get us our spell slots back, which is nice. We only get 2 spell slots, I believe, at all, which is, that might be a reason why to go for Sorcerer. We don't get any bonuses for weapon use as a sorcerer. We do get that if we go for Pact of Blade. So what do we get for Pact of the Blade? Sorry, Hexblade. That's what makes us good. We get, of course, the Hexblade's Curse. Ability to place a baleful curse on someone. As a bonus action, it's not a bonus action. But you can still use a cantrip at the enemy. For example, Eldritch Blast, bonus action. Actually, bonus action has to place curse. We could go just run to the enemy, bonus action, Hexblade's Curse, and then action is our cantrip, which are actual damage. And then we reckless attack. So we run the first we run towards the enemy, we curse him. Then we reckless attack him, which if we use charisma eventually will be a ×3 bonus to we can roll 3 d20s to hit his face and get a crit on a 19 and 20. So if we run in first, and the other turn afterwards we can teleport out if we want to. We get a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed targets. So that's proficiency bonus, attack rolls, critical 19 and 20. If the cursed target dies, you gain hit points equal to your warlock level, plus charisma modifier. That's fine. Nothing special here. We farmed this quite a lot here. This is another yellow star with the refinery traders. Be able to use all the things. Let's see, at first level you acquire the training necessary to effectively arm yourself for battle. You gain proficiency with medium armor, shields and martial weapons. Yes, that's all very good. Let's move that thing away. To influence, the influence of your patron also allows you to mystically channel your will through a particular weapon. Whether you finish a long rest, you can touch one weapon that you are proficient with and that lacks the two-handed property, which is the big downside. That's why we can't use it right now. When you attack with a weapon, you can use your charisma modifier instead of strength or dexterity with attack and damage rolls. You can use it instead of strength. This benefit lasts till you finish a long rest. If you later gain the Pact of the Blade feature, this benefit extends to every pact weapon you you conjure with that feature, no matter the weapon's type. So if we get the Pact of Blade later, we can actually use it on our actual greatsword, not before, which you get at level 3, I believe. So that's good. Then level 6 and 10 stuff, we don't care because that's way too far into build. There's the Warlock types. Kind of interesting that the Hexblade doesn't have any kind of patron. It doesn't. There's no patron. The blade is the patron, I guess, then. Which is kind of weird, but sure. So we get all... that's cantrips. No. So we got a Pact Magic. Otherworldly Patron doesn't seem to work. Because that is the blade, right? Yeah, that is the blade. Yeah. So that is no difference there. And then we get Elder Invocation from level 2 and a Pact Boon at 3rd level. And then we can use our two-handed greatsword and actually do massive damage to enemies. So we need to wait till level 3. Which means, with all my Barbarian there, I'm level 8 before I can use that properly. Yeah. Level 8. And we do get more spells, but no spell slots. So spell slots will only be 2 until level 11 Warlock. Which, plus 5 is level 16. That will take a while. Where are we flying, by the way? Where are we? We are in the middle. In the middle, yes. Haven't discovered anything new so far. Unfortunate, but it's fine. And we do want to fly through this here, because I just want to make sure we see it all. So where are we exactly? I think we are... There we are. There's us. That's us. Right there. There we are. Keep my mouse there. Good. And if I take a Sorcerer, I don't get any bonus to my weapon. I don't get extra... I can't use Charisma on my weapon, but I don't care because I have Strength, that's fine. Which I could drop, indeed, for Charisma and stuff. Which would be more Intelligence, but I'm also a Barbarian to start. Having Strength is good. I need to look into it again. Not sure if it's the right build for me yet. Additional Warlock spells, additional Warlock features. These spells, okay. Third, when you choose a Pact Boon feature, the following option is available to you. For the Pact of Talisman, just another pact, which we don't want. We want to get the blade, of course. Nothing special there. I need to find more ways to teleport. That's basically what I need. And if I don't find more ways, I need to find a way to get more spell slots which I can cast. Misty Step or Vortex Warp or both. Now, no, Vortex Warp is a wit spell. I'm not sure if it's a Warlocks or Sorcerers can cast that. I kind of doubt they can. Maybe Sorcerers, but I don't think Warlocks will get that. I think their spell is a bit too limited for that. I was hoping to find something. We did not. I mean, we discovered a bit more of the map, so that's good. That is definitely good. And we keep going on. We're still over here there. That little dot there, that's us, right there. I know you can't see it. I can hardly see it. And I have the good screen. So yeah. It's what it is. It's what it is. We're getting there. So I think I'll skip this part because I don't think there's anything in there, right? I mean, we did find this one. We will fly on because there might be something still hidden there we didn't see. How much I rather not. So now, what benefit we get if we go? We have Barbarian to level 5 because then we get extra attack. Actually, I should look into Warrior. No, not Warrior, that's Fighter in this game. Yeah, Fighter. The Fighter. So at the moment we have Rage, which you can't really use. We have very useful Reckless Attack, which gives advantage, which is pretty big. And we went up to extra attack, and that's what we have from being a barbarian. Now, a fighter would get a fighting style. Is that good? With blind fighting, interception. For use damage targets takes, don't care. Oh, that's interception. Yeah, basically like you put your shield in front of the ally. Fine. Blind fighting is obvious and good. Superior technique. You can learn one maneuver of your choice from among those available to the battle master. Superior techniques against superiority dice. A few maneuvers. So I need to look into maneuvers then. Throw up fighting, unarmed fighting. Is there defensive fighting? I believe defensive fighting is a thing where you get just +1 AC, which is always the best choice. But I can look into superior technique. Maybe there's a jump towards your enemy. Maybe would be cool. And martial versatility. When did I also get the extra attack at level 5? So that's the same. We get second wind. We get action surge. Okay. So we can get second wind, which keeps us alive. A fighting style, which we have to find out what one is good. Which, if it's a jump, it might be interesting. Action surge is great. Only once a day though. But then we can do 2 things in 1 turn. I could actually do then double attack. Because it's if you use the attack action as an action, then you can do 2 attacks if you have extra attacks. So it could be 4 attacks then. Pretty insane. For that we would lose our advantage on our attack though. I don't want to lose my advantage. Advantage is kind of insane. If we can put it on. If I can't get advantage, there's no point in getting the feat for Elven Accuracy though. So with fight I would not take Elven Accuracy. Because there's no way to get advantage. Unless the fighting style will give us advantage, but that's unlikely. So the more I look at it, I think Barbarian is our best option, even though Rage is useless to us. I mean, once we're out of spells, we can just Rage if we want to, and it's fine. I'm just rambling, I know, about D&D while this is flying over. I know. That's what it is. We do get more proficiencies with weapons and armor, but that's fine. Oh, fighting style is different. Okay. So archery, defense, dueling, great weapon fighting. When you roll 1 or 2 damage die for attack, you make with melee weapon that you're wielding with 2 hands. You can re-roll die and must use the new roll, even if the new roll adds a 1 or 2. So great weapon fighting would increase your damage, but will not. So we can get great weapon fighting to get more damage if we roll badly. But we don't get advantage. I think advantage is better than that, right? It will up our damage, definitely. On a 1 or a 2. So basically we roll 2d6 on our weapon. So we can only roll 3, 4, 5 or 6 on both of those. At least unless we roll a 1 twice. That might be enough for bump. It means we also don't need a feat to put in there. And we can use it from the start, so we don't have to wait for long levels or anything. And a whole setup. I think it's more reliable. Doesn't give us more chance to hit. And doesn't give us more crit. Which I like crit fishing, it's fun. And I don't think we find anything here. I will go back to base. So think about great weapon fighting. We lose our defensive raging, but we can't rage much anyway because we want to use our cantrips, which are counter spells, so therefore we can't use them while raging. And we can heal while taking a Second wind with action surge. One additional action, yes. And I can look at the Battle Master maybe if we want to take one of those. Fighting option, although I think that 2-weapon fighting is the best one. Superior technique is from the Battle Master. Battle Master. We need to maneuver, right? Yeah. Maneuvers. Ambush, when you make a dexterity stealth check, no. Or initiative roll, you can expect one superiority die and add it to the roll, provided you are incapacitated. So I can use a extra roll on my initiative, for example. Not bad. Bait and switch, when you're within 5 feet of creature, you can expend one superiority die and switch place with that creature. It's basically like getting in someone's way so they don't attack my ally, I guess. The creature must be willing, so it must be an ally. Brace. The creature you can see moves into the reach you have with the melee weapon. So basically, attack opportunity when they get into range, which is a normal thing in 3.5, but not in 4. Not in 4. Sorry, not in 5e. But only, yeah, well, depending on the amount of superiority dice you have. Command strike. It's all based on superiority dice, which we can't get more of, or not easily. Yeah, you can also command your allies to strike with their weapon or something. When you take the attack action in turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. Choose a friendly creature who can see or hear you and expend one superiority die. The creature can immediately use its reaction, so it needs to use its reaction as well, to make a weapon attack. It must be weapon. Superiority die to detect. There's a lot of actions they are used for the one extra attack. Commanding presence. Nah. Disarming attack is interesting. Expend one superiority die to attempt to disarm a target, forcing you to drop one item of your choice at its holding. Your superiority die to detect damage roll, and target must make a strength saving throw. I mean, strength saving throw, interesting. On a failed save, it drops the object you choose. But a strength saving throw, I guess, against your damage. That's what I assume. So that's 2d6 plus whatever I have in strength plus the superiority die. Not going to be an amazing high one. Distracting creatures. We've arrived. We have arrived. Yeah. I'm going to look more into building the character because I want to do that. And I'm going to call it here for today because I need to eat some lunch. And I'm more busy with D&D at the moment than playing the game here. I will find a way to get past this point. But we'll see that point Monday, hopefully. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had fun. I know I had. Have a good weekend. Hello, Card. Don't forget to celebrate. You've done well, my friend. You have a great thing. Lots of stress should have disappeared from your shoulders, I hope. Anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. Have a good one, and see you Monday. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm.